I don't know about you, but I no longer practice or accept toxic behavior. Do you? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Lady Captain. And today we'll be discussing 5 toxic behavior that everybody needs to leave behind in order to have an enjoyable life. And without further ado, number 1 toxic behavior is complaining. You might not think that this is a big one, but in fact it is. We all know people that complain day in and day out for the small things or for the bigger misfortunes. They look at the things and they see only the negative. They don't look for solutions, but for audience. They complain about things that they're not interested in changing. Everyone might get frustrated, which can trigger complaining about a situation or an event. But unless you want to analyze it, set actions to change it, and actually do it, there's no point of complaining. For example, the traffic. What is the point to complain every day about the traffic? Isn't it better to accept it and still have a pleasant atmosphere inside your car despite the traffic outside of your car? If you really hate it so much, make sure to find a different route. Move to a different part of your city. Perhaps move out of the city. Write to the city council and propose a change. Otherwise, what is the point? The best is to accept the situation and move on. Otherwise, you're working very hard on something each day, day after day, hour after hour, year after year. And guess what? When you're working on something so persistent, you'll see a result. And the result is a toxic life. Very much a result from a toxic behavior that you did. Complaining is easy. Finding solution is hard. But rewards come only after hard work. There's no rewards post-complaining. None. Just wasted energy. So leave the complaining behind. Toxic behavior number 2. Blaming. This is another big one. All of us do it. There's no question about it. But to become aware and to stop doing it is a key. Blaming will not get you results. I understand that it can be extremely difficult. No one said it was easy. But blaming others for events, situations, behaviors takes you away from actions and solutions and puts you deeper in a hole. The sooner you take action, the sooner you'll see result. The sooner you get to put behind what it is that caused you pain. It is time to take a full control over your life, to take the responsibility and stop blaming others for what could have been and should have been. I know it's hard. I know it's painful. But guess what? If you don't do it, you will be stuck in a hardship and pain for the rest of your life. Not moving on is a toxic behavior that will lead you to a toxic life. Blaming is easy. Finding solutions is hard. But rewards come only after a hard work. Life is not fair. Accept that. Start building your life as you are the architect of a building, as you are the writer of a book. Toxic behavior number 3. Not exercising accountability. Another big one. Ladies and gentlemen, going on with your life by blaming and complaining without taking accountability will not get you anywhere. Learning to take accountability of your actions is a key in your development. If you think you're perfect, I have a news for you. You are not. You're doing something wrong on a daily basis, and you need to own it. This is how we learn, and this is how we progress. And if you don't realize that, you either have narcissistic inclinations or you're completely unaware of what is going on around you. Sometimes it's rather hard to admit what we did wrong, because we have to face the consequences. But if we don't, we're living in a toxic environment. We're creating a toxic reality for ourselves, and we're living in a toxic life. Taking accountability for our actions will set us free. Do it for yourself. You'll not be able to have a healthy body without a healthy mind, and that starts with those healthy thoughts. How to bring that to our life? With our own behavior. Accept, acknowledge, make a change, and learn from it. Number 4, I am sorry. This is such an important words. I am sorry. Such simple words, yet so powerful. If you're not saying I am sorry to the people around you, like your family, your friends, your co-workers, at least 3 or 4 times a day, you're living a toxic life. We all get angry, we all get busy, we all push people, accidentally step on people, cut people off. We're not patient enough, we're too patient, we speak too fast, we speak too slow, and those are just the small things that we do wrong. What about the big ones? I'm sorry is your fastest ticket to success. It's the fastest ticket to move on from what you did wrong. There's no point in discussing and overthinking it. Sometimes it's better to say I'm sorry and move on to the greater things that we're here to do in this one life that we're given. So my suggestion is to adopt I'm sorry behavior in order to escape that toxic behavior. Do it for yourself. Why being stuck in your ego? Why not leading from your heart? Number 5, toxic behavior. Which lane are you driving in? Are you stuck in I am right lane or I'm happy lane? There are 2 driving lanes in life, that I'm always right lane and I'm always happy lane. Which one you choose to drive in? If you choose that I'm right lane, it is a long and very lonely lane. I know you're right. We all are. We all have certain principles in life, expectations from life, examples out of life, experiences from life that form our opinions and respectively our behavior. So you can argue a point of view to the bone. But what is the point? It will not give you results. The sooner you learn to be flexible and to compromise, the sooner you experience happiness. Stuck in endless arguments is being stuck in toxicity. I know it's hard. I know it's not natural. Arguing is easier. I know. But the rewards are on the other lane, on the I'm happy lane. So which lane you want to be on? It's up to you. Of course, there's some non-negotiable principle, some ethics. Everyone builds their own boundaries. But outside of those boundaries, everything is negotiable. So ladies and gentlemen, these 5 toxic behaviors are very easy to recognize and very easy to work on. They require awakening. They do require acknowledgement and they do require awareness. And as soon as you recognize those 5 toxic behaviors and you start practicing of getting rid of them, you'll see a difference in your life for the better. So from tomorrow, if you're choosing to complain, to blame, to not take accountability, to not saying I'm sorry, and choose to drive in the I'm right lane, I'm afraid you're stuck in a toxic behavior. And one day simply might be just too late to change it, as you realized you lived a toxic life. Change your behavior today to change your life.